Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this first ASEA We Are Here For You call. Thank you all for joining this morning, and I want to start by apologizing for communicating this call rather late. I think we started communicating on Friday, and we did another communication through Facebook on Sunday. In our defense, we only came up with this call last week because we see so many good things going on. So many groups are organizing a lot of Zoom meetings, and we were discussing it with the team, and we said to each other, we need to do more as well, and that's why we came up with this call. This is going to be a weekly call. However, we're going to do multiple languages. So this one is, of course, in English, but we're going to do French and Mandarin calls as well, but on a weekly basis. So an English call will be there every 3 weeks. But what is the topic of these calls? Well, the topics can be different, but we wanted to focus on business building and emerging leaders. And the timing for that is perfect because, just a second, because maybe you already know, but last week we have a new diamond in Europe, and he's here on the call. He's going to be our first host for this ASEA We Are Here For You call, and his name is Zoltán Varnai. So Zoltán, congratulations. Of course, reaching diamond is a fantastic achievement, and especially the timing for you as well, because it's a difficult situation now. You cannot hold physical meetings, you cannot go out there and meet people, do one-on-ones physically, and still you were able to reach diamond. So a brilliant job and congratulations. But before I hand over the word to you, Zoltán, I wanna tell everyone on the call a couple of things about you, the things that I learned about you in the short period of time that we know each other. We actually started around the same time at ASEA. We met at the conference in Barcelona, where Zoltán just registered, and I started working there since 2 weeks. But ever since the last 15 months, we've seen each other quite often, and we've had several meetings. But there's one story, one conversation I had with Zoltán that stuck to me, and I think this is also why he is so successful. And this was when we were in Finland and for the Winter Wonderland incentive, and he was about to go platinum. And we were talking about the success and, of course, what his plans are and his goals, but also about his dreams. And this is something completely different because, of course, he had the goal to go diamond as quickly as possible, and probably he already set goals to reach double diamond, triple diamond, or even ambassador. But when it comes to his dreams, he said, my dream is not that I'm recognized as a diamond, or that I'm on stage at convention as a diamond, but I want to sit back at convention and on the back row, and I want to see my team members be recognized on stage. And I think this is something beautiful. This is what network marketing and ASEA is all about. It's about helping others, and this is what Zoltán is doing really well. So instead of thanking Zoltán for reaching diamond and congratulating him on his diamond qualification, I want to thank his team, because in this 15-month period, Zoltán gathered a great team with many emerging leaders as well. In his team, he has 5 gold executives and 3 silver executives, and also 3 bronze executives. So let me see. So these are the guys, starting with the golds: Martin Sushi, Janos. I need to just quickly.
Janos Pirici, Livio Pirici,
Konstantin and Maria Senchea, Paline Christon, Gergely Tot, Zsuzsa Vaderna, Natalie Melshu, Stephen Howe, Laszlo Bogar, Tibor and Orsoya Ush, and Zsuzsa and Csaba Tot. So these are the team members of Zoltán reaching gold, silver, and bronze. The beautiful thing about this team is it's not just in the UK where Zoltán lives, or in Hungary where he has a huge team, but also in Czechia, in Slovakia, in Austria, and Ireland, and even a team in Asia that he's building. So fantastic. Zoltán, thank you for being willing to join on this call on such short notice. Please, again, my congratulations, and please take the stage.
Thank you. I can't see myself in the oh, I can see it. Okay, I am here now. Okay, thank you, Rainer, for the nice words. And I was just doing this list, what you did, and showed all the bronze. So well done. You were reading my mind. And I want to mention also that we are extremely lucky because we are between CICEL Anders and our sponsor and the team. So we are just we are really, really lucky that we are between the team and between the sponsor, but they were the ones who were doing incredible good jobs in the last 14 months. So a big credit goes to CICEL because she did so much. And then I was so afraid when we start working. I know CICEL has a incredible big business. She is the top leader, I think, not just in Europe, but in all over the world because of her performance. So I know that she's triple diamond and she's so busy. So how she's going to have time for us? And then she said to me that Zoltán, I know how to prioritize my time. And she did it extremely well because she was investing so much time, so much work into this team. So this diamond ship is not just us; it's actually the whole team and CICEL. We were just very lucky that we were between these two dots. So I would like to share with you just a few words and a few thoughts regarding of the attitude and the mindset what we had, that most people in this crisis time, or the situations time, I heard a lot of excuses and I heard a lot of thinking, and they are really good thinking. If the person believes that this is the way how they see the crisis, this corona crisis in these weeks and months, and they stop the activity. One of the biggest excuses what people had when they showed the opportunity, the people holding back their money because the uncertainty, because they were not sure what's going to happen in the future. They have a little bit of savings, so they were afraid to start the business, and they start, yeah, that's the word, start the business. And then I found out that some people, they start this business now because of the crisis. So it's the same situation. You know, everybody knows the example when the salesman is going to the dessert and nobody's wearing shoes, and he's calling his boss, and then he said, "Boss, there is no business opportunity here, and nobody's wearing shoes. We cannot sell shoes." And another salesman is going to the same place, and then he's calling the boss with the extreme excitement in the phone, saying, "Boss, send me as many shoes as you have. This is incredible opportunity. Nobody has shoes." So this is exactly what has happened now. Is the glass is half empty or half full? Both is true, but one is actually is holding you back or stopping you to do any activity. The other one is making you excited and jumping on this opportunity. So we had the excuses that people are holding back because of the virus, but also we had people who were actually jumping and started because of the virus. So we start thinking and we start focusing on those group of people who are actually, they are hungry and they start something new, not waiting for the government or the situation that it will sort it out itself, that we had some tigers who are actually are the ones who jump on this opportunity and start working on it. So actually is attitude is really important, and actually attitude is everything with this opportunity. But also I want to mention that we were dreaming about this achievement in the last 11 years. So I am in the industry actively in the last 11 years, and then I was dreaming with the other company, which is one of the biggest company in the world with the network marketing, and we couldn't achieve diamond there with hard work in the last 10 years. So I decided, for many reasons, but I decided that I'm going to sell the previous business and I'm going to start a new business. And I did a lot of research on Direct Sales Association's top 100 companies. And I did a lot of research. I was checking the companies who are the ones who are growing, who are the ones who are more than 5 years, and who are the companies who have a technology, who have a product which is unique. So this is how I found ASEA. And then, so we achieved it in 14 months. Actually, I was with Onet, I was in Barcelona. And after Barcelona, we see the ethos, and the ethos, the ASEA ethos was the one which actually made us saying, oh my gosh, we arrived home. I want to share a document, the slide. And I think this slide is the official ASEA presentation. And then I want to mention, this is a full package. So if you realize all these points, all these 5 points, what is in our hand, you should really think this is opportunity. It's coming to your life every time, at least maybe in every 100 years. So we have a technology nobody has. We have a compensation plan. I just compared with my previous business with some crazy income. We did extremely well, of course, because we didn't start it as most people part-time. We started as a full-time. So we achieved gold in 6 weeks, and we achieved platinum in 7 months. But we did it in full-time, not in part-time. So we were very quick. We have a system, we have a support. I'm just in the middle of the building a 30 days core run program for the team. We have a timing, which is incredible. Every expert knows that every product, every company has a timing frame, and we are in a mega growth frame. So somebody who's jumping in now in these huge waves and is taking action is going to be extremely big reward financially. And we have an ethos, and the ethos was the one we're falling in love with this company, and we just realized, oh my God, today we have a company which you don't find very often. And then we found out from staff, so we were talking of ASEA employees, they also work with other companies in the industry, and they find out this company truly is different. So regarding with the mindset, very quickly, I created a slideshow a few days ago, actually, for my team to building a program, a 30 days program. I just want to very quickly go through this commitment and the mindset that, when you start this business, most people start this business with 50%, 60%, 70%, or 99% commitment, and this is not enough. If you do this with the 99 commitment, it equals to 0. Just imagine your wife is telling you, hey, Johnny, I was 99% loyal to you. How would you feel? Or can you imagine when you go for the operation and then they pushing you to the operation in the bed, and the doctor is saying I do my best, I do 99% what I know to save your life. How will you feel? It equals 0. It's either 100% or nothing. I had a business partner who told me, Zoltán, I have a plan. I'm going to go into full-time this business. I have money which is enough for 1 year. I have some savings. I'm going to do this full-time, and then I'm sure that I can make enough money that I'm going to have a full-time income. And I asked him, what would you do if you're not going to make it? What happens if it's plan B? And he said, if I don't make it, I go back to work after the 1 year. I finish the savings. I go back to work, so that's okay. And I said, please don't even start, because you have 0 chance. If you think 1% chance that you're not going to make it, you're not going to make it. So if you tell me that you go back to work, then you're not going to make it. You have to tell me that no matter what, you're going to make it. And you're going to do everything. You believe 100% that you're going to make it, then you're going to make it. So regarding with the commitment that before we start, we tell everybody to make this commitment that you start and the first 30 days, 90 days, the first 6 months or 1 year, whatever it takes to achieve your goal, when you sit down with your sponsor to setting goals, realistic goals, I really encourage everybody to make the commitment to do the 8 steps. The 8 steps is the building blocks of this business. When you're setting goals, you make a commitment, you make your name list, and you're adding new names in the name list. You invite people for your presentation. You do a presentation. I'm calling this MG1, Meet and Greet 1. And then you follow up with these people, and you do counseling with your sponsor regularly every week, and you repeat the whole process. So you make the commitment, you're going to do this. And you're going to do your daily habits, you're going to do the weekly habits, you're going to do the monthly habits, and you do your annual habits. So if you make the commitment and you do this regularly, this is impossible not to succeed. It's only the game of the big numbers. If you talk to enough people and if you do these steps properly, how your sponsor is teaching you, this is absolutely impossible not to succeed. And then there's one thing is regarding with attitude as well, that you must never stop. You have to always be in action. And most people make mistakes here. When something happens, some circumstances or some challenge happens, people stop. And this is the biggest mistake they do. And then what I say to everybody, if you start a business, make the commitment that you don't stop. Doesn't matter how difficult the situation, doesn't matter what circumstances is coming to your life and trying to stopping you down and not to hold meetings anymore. That's the critical point. If anything happens, even if you cannot fly, but try running. And if whatever happens and you are not able to run, just at least keep walking. And if something big strategy or anything happens to you, and then it's very difficult to build a business, please don't stop. At least keep crawling. Because if you don't stop and you keep crawling, time's coming again when you are able to walking again. And when you start walking again in this business, then time's coming when you start able to run again. And if you keep running in the business, then the moment it's coming, you are flying again. So this is about making decision. It's about making and sacrificing, paying the price, whatever it takes. You sit down with your sponsor, you discuss all this, and you put this in the priority. So nothing and nobody is more important in the next 90 days. I'm talking about 90 days blocks because 90 days is big enough. You can create something, but 90 days is small enough that in one big breath, you can do a lot of action. So prioritize things that nobody's more important, except I do my weekly plan that I'm working 6 days and 1 day I'm completely off from the business. I'm not doing anything in 1 day. On Sunday is only family. Couples together is very important. Even the couple both of them is not building the business, but the other couple has to support the person who's building the business emotionally and mentally. Because if the couples, both of them, if not emotionally and mentally, they are not supporting each other, then for you as a sponsor, it will be very, very difficult. So before I start the business, I always want to sit down with the other part of the couple, if he or she is supporting the guy or the lady who's building this business. And you need to negotiate with the family to say, hey guys, in the next 90 days, I will be crazy busy with this project. But at the end of the 90 days, if you let me do my work and then the day is going to be different, then it's going to be the reward at the end. So negotiate with the family, going to do this. And eliminate distraction. Richard Branson has a great example that he's always focusing 3 things, and that anything else is coming, doesn't matter what it is, he's always rejecting anything. So anything will come in this 90 days, no party, no hobby, you don't go for fishing, you just do whatever it takes in the next 90 days to build this business. And then don't care what other people say, don't care what other people think. I really believe that this is the greatest prison. Most people live in the fear of what other people think. So forget about what other people think, just do the right things, what is right for you. And then I have a very good thinking, and I ask this question: if we go serious enough, if you go crazy enough, if you knew you are 100% on the way to go diamond or to build financial freedom, I'm asking, would you go to a prison for 1 year and then you don't see your family for 1 year, and then after 1 year you go back, but after 1 year when you go back, you set the whole of your family and financially free. If you set them free, would you go for the prison? I would. I would if this is what it takes for me. But I know the rest of my life and the rest of my family life, I can create financial freedom, personal freedom, time freedom, family freedom. I would really go to the prison and I never see them for 1 year and do whatever it takes. But after 1 year, if I come out, we are free. I would do that. No, the good news, you don't have to go to the prison. The good news is you just have to focus on 6 days in a week. You don't do the normal stuff. You don't watch the television. You don't read the newspaper, and you don't go for fishing. You just build your business, and then it's not 7 days a week. It's only 6 days a week, and 1 day you are with the family. But this is this kind of sacrifice, if you are ready to do, and if you're willing to do, and your family accepting it, that the next 90 days, and you do 90 days blitz, because that's a long enough time. If you do this, then you're gonna have this. So finally, just a few words regarding with the winning mindset is everything is positive. So what happened to you is always, I'm thinking that way, is never happened to me, it's always happened for me. So whatever happens, I learn the lessons. I always take the pen with me whenever difficult situation it's coming. I always thinking, okay, what I can learn from this situation. So that's a super positive thing. If I cannot learn anything, then I just say to myself, okay, this situation makes me stronger, and then I become stronger, because only the people who become diamonds is the people who are strong enough to handle huge pressure for the long period of enough. And I always, when I have to make a decision, I always thinking, is it the long-term or a short-term benefit? So if anything's benefiting me short-term, then I'm thinking, okay, it's good for me, or it's better if I do another steps, and another steps is benefiting me long-term. So I'm always making steps which is benefiting me for long-term. So this is when I make a decision. And the last thing is that the power of now, Sissel is the same. I see Sissel. If you take action, they are always winning people always take action now, and there's a huge power of now. And most normal people, not so successful people, they always postpone for tomorrow, for next week, or next time, or better time, or waiting for the perfect time, which is actually never comes. And then I want to say, Ryan, thank you for the very nicely organizing and very nicely putting all the team who actually helped me to bring these products and bring this technology and bring this opportunity to the market. So of course I would never ever be able to do this alone. So these are the next diamonds who are coming on the road. I can see them very clearly, and thank you for recognizing them. Thank you for the opportunity. I wish you all the best for everybody, and thank you for the invitation right there.
Yes, Zoltán, thank you very much. I think this is a great way to start off the week for everyone, with a lot of good messages from your side. I know you to be really committed, and I think what you say is that you would sacrifice anything for your family. It is clear. I know that this was a lot of hard work for you, and I'm so grateful for having you part of ASEA and sharing this. We say it, the thought process that you have and the mentality that you have with the others. So thank you very much, and hopefully we can celebrate another success with you or someone in your team pretty soon. One thing I do want to mention is that I left, of course, when I recognized your team as well, I left out Sissel, because I knew for sure that you were going to mention her. And this is a tool that you've been using throughout your ASEA career, having three-way calls with Sissel, having reflection sessions with your upline. And I think that this is one of the most important tools that you have in network marketing, that you have an upline that you can spar with, that you can share your thoughts with. So thank you for bringing that to us as well. And I wish everyone a wonderful week. Thank you for joining, and hopefully we see you soon. Thanks.